Welcome back to another episode of The Source. I lost the unit yesterday. That's right. I was down 1.19 units. I don't like to lose, man. I'm still up for the week, but I don't like to lose. I'm coming back strong today. I'm breaking out my whooping stick. Let's run through the games.
Welcome to The Source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
Cavs, Sixers in Cleveland. Philly with another road game. The Sixers have been on a road trip for like 6 months. Trump was still president the last time the Sixers were home. These guys have got to be tired. Cleveland getting 9 here, 9.5 on some books. Sharp money's on Philly. People like the Sixers laying that many points. Seems like a lot to me. Look at that low total though. Sharp money all over the over. They're trying to make it look like the over is the obvious pick here. Spreadsheet's got the Sixers by just 3.5 here. So at 9, Spreadsheet's got a heavy lean on Cleveland. Second sheet's saying 185 points only. Damn, that's a low scoring game. Everyone's on the over and the number's just at 210. Do we have the balls to bet the under at 210? We do, but just for a half unit. I'll put in a half unit on the under at 210.5. I'm betting Cleveland plus 9 pretty heavy though. Give me the Cavs plus 9 for 1.5 units here. I like it. I told you I'm hitting heavy tonight. You'll see as we go through these. Cleveland plus 9, 1.5 units. Lock it in. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out, put it on my Instagram story next game. Next game up, Pistons, Wizards in Detroit. Detroit getting 3 at home. Nope. The Pistons disgraced me last night. I actually felt disgraced. Money split down the middle on both the line and the total here. Numbers at 222. I mean, at first glance, I'm on the over, right? Russell Westbrook literally never stops running. Runs 1,000 miles an hour for no reason at all. So first glance, I'm on the over. Check the spreadsheet out. 229 points scored. So the sheet agrees with me both on the over. The other spreadsheet's got the Pistons favored in this game, and let me stop right there, because just no. The spreadsheet's hitting the recyclable bin quick on my computer. Not a chance. The Pistons are bums at their last night. They disgraced me. Wizards laying 3 and over. I like them both at 1 unit apiece. Even if Bradley Beal doesn't play, I'm still on the Wizards. In fact, I'm going to lock it in now. So if he does play, I get in at 3 before it goes up. Lock them both in for 1 unit. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next up, Nets, Hornets in Brooklyn. The Hornets are playing great without LaMelo Ball. I thought we would see them drop off. We haven't seen that. Rozier's looking good. Gordon Hayward's looking good. Team's looking great. Nets might be without Harden tonight, so obviously before we do anything, we need to hear a final answer on that.
Yo, so right after I finished recording this, they ruled Harden out. So you're going to hear me say a couple times, like, we need to find out about Harden. Harden is definitely 100% out tonight.
Nets are laying 3 here. Money is on Brooklyn. Money's also on the over. The number moved from 223.5 up to 224. What do the sheets say? First spreadsheet has the Nets in a pick'em. Yeah, this sheet is clearly high. If Harden's on the court, the Nets should be favored by 5. Easy. Probably more than that. But we don't know if Harden's playing or not, so let's pump the brakes and move on to the second sheet. This sheet has only 202 points scored in the game, right? So a play on the under. But if Harden doesn't play, that means Kyrie's going to run the offense by himself, and he plays a lot faster pace than Harden does. So that 202, if it was Kyrie running the offense every game, this number wouldn't say 202. If Harden doesn't play, I'm taking the Hornets plus 3 for 1.5 units. If he does play, I'm going to take the Hornets plus 3 or hopefully more for just a 1/2 unit and the under for a full unit. I know that was kind of confusing. That's why I wrote it up here on the screen for you to read it. So it all depends on whether or not Harden's playing. I will keep you posted on Twitter if anything changes and my Instagram story like I always do. Let's move on to the next game. Next game up is Pelicans Magic. Man, this weird ass Magic team is actually good somehow. Doesn't matter today. They're going to get scraped if Zion plays tonight, without a doubt. Pelicans are going to rout them if Zion plays. But we don't know if he's going to play yet. Money is actually dead even at this point. So there's some people that believe in this Orlando team. First spreadsheet's got the Pelicans favored by 6. So if you want to go by this spreadsheet, you should be betting Orlando getting 9. If Zion plays, not a chance in hell. Second sheet says 205 points scored in the game, so a pretty solid lead on the under there. But again, I need to know if Zion's playing, man. It's a completely different game if Zion Williamson's on the court. This one's simple. So if Zion plays, 1.5 units on the Pelicans minus 9, I love it. If Zion doesn't play, I will throw 1 unit on the under at 217.5. Those are my decisions. All depends on Zion. I will keep you posted on both Twitter and my Instagram story like I always do. Next game. Heat Warriors in Miami. I'm back on the Heat train, man. I'll come right out and say it. I am back on the Heat train. They're laying 2.5 to Golden State here. Money on the line is even, but there's actually some money in on the under at 217.5, as you would expect. Miami's going under every single game. Spreadsheet saying Heat by 7, and that's what I'm talking about. The Heat train is back. Everyone, I have officially board. All aboard! Sheet saying 207 points scored in the game. The total's at 218.5. So a pretty solid lean here on the under. So the sheet is in agreement with the sharp money. I don't blame anyone for betting the under in this game. I'll probably throw a half unit or a unit on the under just because the Miami Heat keep hitting the under. Miami Heat, baby, this is the pick of the day. Give me the Heat minus 2.5 for 1.5 units. I'm also going to throw a full unit on the under, I decided, at 218.5. Let's lock it in. If anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next up is Spurs Hawks in San Antonio, and I don't like this game at all. If I just match these two teams up randomly, I would like the Hawks more. But they're on the road in the middle of a huge road trip, laying, I think, 1.5 or a point to the Spurs here. I could either easily see the Spurs beating them by 10, even though they're on back-to-back nights. Total is at 220.5. Money is all over the Hawks. Also money all over the over at 220.5. Spreadsheet also likes the Hawks. According to the sheet, Hawks should be favored by 3 here. So a slight lean on Atlanta according to the spreadsheet. Second sheet saying 224 points scored in the game. Very, very slight lean on the over. Probably going to stay away from this total. I'm fading the sheet. I'm fading all the money. I'm fading everybody, and I'm taking the Spurs here at home. Give me a point. Give me a 1.5, whatever. They're winning the game. Lonnie Walker should be back in the lineup for the Spurs. He's a pretty solid guard and role player for them. I like the Spurs here, man. The Hawks are going to be tired. Give me the Spurs +1. Money line, however you want to bet it. I'm going to lock it in for just 1 unit. If anything changes, I will tweet it out, put it on my Instagram story next game. Next game up, Clippers Nuggets in LA. Clips are laying 1.5, and the sharp money's all over Denver, as it should be. Honestly, this seems like a really easy pick. Now, this spreadsheet here is saying Clippers by 2, but have you watched the Nuggets recently? Since Aaron Gordon got to Denver, they look like a completely different team. They look like an elite team in the West. Now, will it last? Is it for real? I mean, obviously time will tell. But as of right now, I have to play the Nuggets in this spot. Getting 2 points. The Clippers are hella injured. Real quick look at the total here. So this sheet has 210 points being scored in the game. Total's at 219.5, so a pretty decent lean on the under there. I'm going to take Denver +1.5 for 1.5 units. I'm also going to put a half unit. Nah, put a full unit on the under at 219.5. So 1.5 units on Denver +1.5, and 1 full unit on the under at 219.5. I told you I'm betting heavy tonight. All right, parlay of the day, and I'll actually be playing this one with you because I'm taking a home run swing tonight. I'm doing what I tell you never to do. I'm feeling crazy tonight. 4-leg parlay, Wizards money line, Heat money line, Spurs money line, Nuggets money line. What is the payout on this thing? Hold up. +919. That's what I'm talking about. This is gonna hit. We're gonna crush it tonight. Let's go. This is usually where I say, let's be smart tonight. No, we're not being smart tonight. I'm gambling tonight, and I'm going to hit. I will talk to you on Twitter. Let's make some money.